Well, I was born in Munich, Germany. In my late teens, we moved from Germany to the United States, and I did not adapt very well. I began to suffer with depression, feeling distressed and helpless, and that continued until into my mid-20s, and then eventually leading to attempted suicide. When I was about 30, I felt that I had come to a certain point of healing with it. I had gone through empowering myself with the study of different healing modalities, and went after my dreams and actually achieved everything that I thought I wanted. I was surprised to find that in my achieving these things, I wasn't happy. I didn't feel the way I thought I was going to feel. I didn't experience a sense of fulfillment or inner joy or an inner peace. My final attempt at getting happiness my way was to be with a guy who loved me. If I could find a guy who loved me. I thought that's the thing that's missing in my life. At this point in my life, I actually was in a relationship, and I felt that the man did love me. And still, I found myself struggling and becoming unhappy again, just a couple of years into the relationship. It's like this undercurrent that I couldn't shake. It always came back, no matter how I changed my external circumstances. So I recognized that in my life, I had achieved everything that I thought would make me happy. And I had a deep recognition at one point that I didn't have the answer. Basically, I felt sincerely that I don't know how to live my life. And one night, I came to a deep place of surrender. Within my whole being, I asked this love that I knew existed to show me a different way. Up until this point in my life, I had basically been dictating to the universe what I wanted, what I should have, and how my life should be. So from this very humbled place, I feel like I stopped dictating, and I asked for once to be shown something. I knew that I was willing to give up everything for this inner joy, inner self-love, inner peace. And then, instead of answering, trying to reach for the next thing, answer my own question, I waited. I didn't have another way to go. I knew I had everything I wanted. And within 6 months, the relationship that I was in ended. And with this, something in me ended. My ideas and my belief system was so disrupted by this event that I couldn't grasp onto another concept or idea to follow or achieve. Up until then, it had been about achieving the next thing, getting the next thing. In other words, I couldn't create another future. I knew so deeply that I didn't have the answer for myself. And anything I tried to think of for my next step, it was like it just vanished. I knew it wouldn't work. I knew it. It wouldn't bring me the joy I wanted, to be joyful, full of joy. So my mind was so disoriented that all I could do was take the next breath, and with it the next step. I could go no further than that because I knew I didn't know. I had tried it. And then from here, I noticed this stillness arising, kind of like in the background. I think it was the giving up of knowing the next step to take. So there was like this peace, this undercurrent. Something within me knew that I was going to be okay, although I had no idea what to do next. Somehow everything was going to be okay. I didn't realize it then, but I had started walking in the present. And the stories that I believed, I think because I couldn't grab onto another future to get to, almost began to unravel themselves because I knew that it wasn't true. I just couldn't believe them anymore. I like to say I lost the ability to believe myself. Or rather, I would say my thinking. And I continued to walk like this, just step by step, feeling like I had nothing for about a year, and I became very silent within myself. And then at one point, I experienced what I now understand as a shift in consciousness, a disidentification from thought. I recognized what I call the mechanism of mind. I recognized it as a whole, and in the recognition of the mind, I couldn't be it, I could now see it. And with this insight, the past and the future disappeared. It became so present that it vanished like a dream. And the words, "thought is an illusion," came clearly into my mind. And I understood the building blocks, like the very foundation of life experience.